If you feel like you've been playing it safe at work, if your career feels fine but not exciting, or if you've been telling yourself, someday I'll take that leap, here's the truth. Nothing extraordinary ever happens inside your comfort zone. And today, we're going to talk about exactly how to step outside of it without feeling like you're jumping off a cliff. Because breaking out of your comfort zone isn't about being reckless. It's about taking smart, calculated steps that lead to growth, opportunity, and the kind of career you actually want. Let's dive in. Before we start, let's talk about why we often stay in our comfort zone. Well, because stepping outside the comfort zone feels really hard. Your comfort zone is familiar, it's predictable, and it's safe. From a brain science perspective, your amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for fear, is just doing its job. It's saying, if you've survived here, why risk leaving? But here's the problem. Safe can also mean stagnant. Predictable can also mean limiting. And fine can quietly turn into regret. If you've ever looked back and thought, I should have applied for that job, or I wish I spoke up in that meeting, that's your growth potential knocking, but you stayed inside the bubble. So instead of thinking, discomfort means I'm in danger, you need to rewire your brain and start thinking, discomfort means I'm growing. This is the same concept elite athletes and top executives use. They view challenges as training zones rather than danger zones. Next time you feel that knot in your stomach before a big presentation or a tough conversation, remind yourself, this is data. My brain is telling me this matters. That's not a signal to back away. It's a signal to lean in. Let's say you want to practice stepping outside the comfort zone. How should you get started? First, start with micro stretches, not mega leaps. Stepping out of your comfort zone doesn't have to mean quitting your job tomorrow or moving to a new country overnight. Think of it like working out. You don't start by running a marathon. You start by walking around the block. Examples of micro stretches at work include speaking up once in a meeting where you normally stay quiet, volunteering to lead a small part of a project, asking for feedback from a peer or boss, or scheduling a coffee chat with someone in a role you admire. The magic here is momentum. Each small win builds confidence and expands your comfort zone bit by bit. Second, use the fear plus excitement test. A good sign you're on the right track, you feel a mix of fear and excitement at the same time. That's the emotional cocktail of growth. For example, pitching a new idea to leadership, applying for a stretch role, posting your thoughts on LinkedIn for the first time. If it's only fear, it might not be the right move. If it's only excitement, it might not be challenging enough. But when you feel both, that's where the magic happens. Third, build a safety net before you jump. Here's the secret. Stepping outside your comfort zone is way easier when you have a safety net. Your safety net can be a mentor who's done it before, a skill you've been sharpening, a support system of friends, colleagues, or family, or a backup plan if the leap doesn't work out. You're not leaping blindly, you're leaping with a parachute you packed in advance. Fourth, visualize the outcome, not just the fear. Your brain loves to play worst-case scenario games. So flip the script. Instead of visualizing everything that could go wrong, spend equal time imagining what could go right. Ask yourself, what will I gain if I succeed? What's the best possible outcome? How will I feel 6 months from now if I do this? This isn't daydreaming, it's mental rehearsal, and it conditions your brain to see the reward, not just the risk. Fifth, track your wins in a bravery log. This might sound cheesy, but it works. Every time you do something outside your comfort zone, no matter how small, write it down. For example, you may write, spoke up in today's team meeting, asked for stretch assignment, reached out to someone on LinkedIn. Over time, you'll see a pattern. What once scared you becomes second nature, and that's proof your comfort zone has grown. Sixth, reframe failure as data. Fear of failure keeps a lot of people stuck. But here's the truth. Failure is not a full stop, it's feedback. Every failure tells you one of three things. 1, the strategy needs tweaking. 2, the timing was off. 3, you need a bit more skill or support. None of those mean you're not capable. They mean you've just collected information to try again smarter. Seventh, surround yourself with stretch-minded people. If everyone around you plays it safe, you will too. But if you spend time with people who take calculated risks, challenge themselves, and encourage you to do the same, you'll start to normalize growth. This is why networking events, mastermind groups, and mentorship programs are so powerful. They change your definition of normal. Eighth, set a scary goal every quarter. Finally, make stepping out of your comfort zone intentional. Every 3 months, set one goal that makes you a little nervous but a lot excited. For examples, speak at an internal company event. Pitch a project idea to leadership. Enroll in a course outside your usual skill set. Or reach out to a potential mentor you've never met. Put it on your calendar, tell someone about it, and make yourself accountable. All right, it's time to do a recap on how to step outside your comfort zone. Remember, it feels hard because your brain is wired for safety. So if you reframe discomfort as just data point to show that you're growing, stepping outside your comfort zone would feel easier. Here are the 8 things that can help you get started. 1. Start small. Micro stretches lead to macro confidence. 2. Test for fear plus excitement. That's your growth signal. 3. Pack your parachute. Build a safety net before you leap. 4. Visualize success. See the reward, not just the risk. 5. Track your bravery. Keep a log of your wins. 6. Learn from failure. Treat it as feedback, not a dead end. 7. Find your growth tribe. Surround yourself with stretch-minded people. 8. Set quarterly scary goals. Make discomfort part of your routine. Here's the truth. Your comfort zone will always feel, well, comfortable. But everything you want, growth, opportunity, impact, lives just beyond it. Stepping out doesn't mean you have to become a risk-taking daredevil. It means building the skill of calculated courage, the ability to push yourself just far enough to grow without burning out. So here's your challenge. Pick one thing this week that feels a little scary, but a lot exciting, and go do it. Because one day, the thing you're scared of now will just be what you do. And that's how you grow. If you enjoyed this episode, hit like and subscribe to the Work Chat for more professional development and workplace tips. And if you know someone who could use a little push to step outside their comfort zone, share this episode with them. See you in the next one.